too. You talking about you got shit like that, bro? You need to go ahead and spend that check to go make them get.
Cause them hoes was dogged. Cause them hoes dogged out. And then I'm gonna tell you something else they ain't got on him. I'm gonna tell you something else they ain't got on there right now, nigga.
What?
The all white joints.
All white 12s.
The all white one when they white on white. Motherfucker dog mine out and daddy's out. Let's roll with this shit. Fuck with me. What's the name
What's
of
up,
this?
everybody? Welcome to Sneaker Culture 101. We're back at it again. Episode 5. Your boy, Mr. Benjerwin, Glen Iris Vintage and Sneakers. Great to have y'all back. If you're joining us for another episode, we got your boy, as always.
You already know what's up in the building. Navy Fines, episode 5. Kick, staying alive, all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that. To my right, got my homie. You know what I'm
Special
saying?
guest of the week. I'm not gonna call him by his government. I know
Friday Night Lights.
It's Boobie Miles.
If you want to win,
Kane. If you know him, you know him. He's a huge sneakerhead. Been collecting sneakers for a long time. I'm in my 30s. He's a little bit older than me, and he's got a shoe closet that a lot of people can't touch. I mean,
He's
you
definitely
probably
been dropping.
see these little guys right here in front of it. We had never even seen them. We were just looking them up on StockX because we didn't even know what they were.
Yeah, he's definitely dropping gems on me, showing us stuff in a blast from the past, stuff that
Yes.
the current sneaker heads now don't know nothing about.
Nothing.
I'm go ahead and state that now because it makes no sense that if you don't know the knowledge that bro kicking to me right now, you shouldn't for real be out here trying to resell the next joint for $200 more, trying to break a man's pocket who want to wear the shoe. But that's just a little rant I was going on.
So,
Yeah.
Boobie, what
Man.
made you become a sneakerhead? Why are you on a sneaker podcast right now talking about sneakers? Why do you have sneakers that people haven't seen in years? What was that moment that you were like, I'm always going to just be spending a ton of money on sneakers?
well, first off, let me say thanks for having me.
Of course,
doubt.
no doubt.
I would say I remember the first time I got a pair of Jordans. We went to an old shoe department, and my grandmother bought them. I'm like
Shoe department.
an old
Come on.
shoe
Whoa.
department,
Jordans.
and bought like where they
Whoa.
had like all kind of classy shoes and dress shoes and you know the old school Reeboks
Yup.
that the 60 and 70-year-old pops wear.
Oh, yeah.
She bought those, and I had those for a long time. But
Were
as
they
I got,
ones? What were they?
I
You
want
remember?
to say I want to say they were the black and red Jones is getting ready to come out.
Not the 12s.
No,
We're just talking about the black and red.
the black and red and white ones. The black and white one.
Oh, the Carmines?
The
The
Carmines.
Carmines.
The sixes?
Carmines.
The sixes.
They was listen to me. I know exactly what they were. Erwin. They were all white with the burgundy Jumpman on them.
Was that maroon?
The maroon joint, the
Come
maroon.
on,
That
man.
was the
Them
first
maroon
Jordan I ever.
six.
That
Talk
was the
to me.
first
Them one of my
Jordan I ever
favorite
had.
ones, bro.
That was the first Jordan I ever had.
This
My
comes
life.
up every podcast.
The first Jordan.
This
ever.
man right here says at least one time per podcast.
Then I need the maroon something about maroon sixes. I say this. And then the next guest, his first pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
It was a pair of maroon sixes.
I can't do nothing but respect it. Two camera motion, can't do nothing but
Man.
respect
So I was like well dressed in school, so I always had the Jordans and the Air Force Ones. And as I got older and older, you know, shoes started to go up in value. Well, it just started to cost more as you buy them.
True.
And I was just like, man, I'm just gonna keep buying these shoes and just dogging them out. And then it became, I say, a habit became a obsession.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I think everybody sitting on the couch can all agree with that.
If you work a lot and you do a lot of stuff, you got a lot of other stuff going on, and you buy shoes and you buy stuff, you don't wear them a lot. And they stack up.
And
And they stack up.
True.
And they stack up. And then
That's
one day
true.
somebody say, hey man, Man, you know that shoe right there worth $300, $400. You like, man, stop playing.
Yep.
That seems to happen, right?
That happens. It happens. I was just counting my shoes the other day, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize I had 40 pairs of shoes. And that's not that many pairs of shoes, honestly, comparatively to some people's collections.
But your Puma collection is unreal.
That's true.
That's
you
true.
do have
like you
Yeah.
have one of the nicest Puma collections I have ever seen.
We had to talk
See, and
about
that's
this earlier.
what's crazy is if you go follow some of the dudes I follow on Instagram, because I follow a bunch of guys big in the Puma community. There's dudes with so many Pumas. Like, I thought I was a Puma head, and then I followed some of these guys. And
But do they have the Pumas that you have though? Is the question. I'm pretty sure
they have. Some of them don't have some of the Pumas I have, but they have a lot of Pumas that I'm like have never seen, because a lot of them are, Puma's really big in Europe.
exactly.
So like you get on like say Size is a British-based company. They have Pumas on that website that I have never seen in the United States.
Well, let me ask you this: you've been
It's
to
like
Europe.
Nike's the man
You've been
in the U.S.
you've been to Europe.
Yes.
So how legit is it to order shoes from Europe from the U.S.?
Ooh.
It really depends. Now, this depends on if you're a reseller or not, but it really depends on what the price is, and just looking at the exchange rate, what their shipping is. Like, say size to ship here is £13.99, which is like $16. So you just have to like do the math and see if it's gonna be worth your while to buy the stuff, or if it's something you really want, you feel like it's worth it.
But the shoes over there that come out, Jordans and Pumas and things of that nature, that we never see over here.
Yeah, a pair of Dunks that this guy really wanted was an only Asia release, and getting them here would have been.
That's heartbreaking. So you're saying the Currys,
Those medium
you
Currys you wanted? Asia only.
And you ain't talking to no Asian people. And like, see
what I wanted to do was this. Apparently, you can get addresses out of the overseas to buy shoes that are only released overseas to get it shipped to that type address and then get shipped to the U.S. But I don't know too much about that. That's just like a gem I just dropped on the podcast, which y'all know. That's doable.
I hit a guy up that morning very early, and he was like, I could have probably gotten them for you, but I needed more time than this. So, now I know. But, we're glad to have you on the podcast.
For sure.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
Your sneaker journey brought you here.
True.
In front of all the fine watchers of Sneaker Culture 101.
This is a true sneakerhead. Let me just clarify that. The conversations I've had with this man, this is real sneakerhead talk.
Yep.
This is not just like no 3 year ago talk about some re-releases. We talk OG talk here.
But y'all put me on game.
Hey, that's how the real
that's
world
what it
like,
should
like,
be.
like with the Dunks, like I'm sleeping because you know where we come from. It's like Jordans,
True.
Air Max, Jordans.
See, growing up, I remember people looking at my Dunks and saying like, "But they not Jordans," but they not understanding like, "Hey, you feel me?"
I like that shoe because I really like that shoe because you ain't gonna never see that.
No.
That's man. I'm not talking about that's a
the
rare
bodega,
shoe.
yeah, they did the thing.
That's real. Like,
So
should we talk about the drip since there will be a video? Should we talk about what we have on?
Yeah, we just run through it real quick.
Yeah, we gotta explain the drip.
Yeah, we get first. Y'all know how it goes. First thing
okay.
every episode, daily drip. So today I'm supporting my boy Will down at Hero Donuts. I just love this trucker hat. Hero got some awesome donuts.
Local.
Birmingham. Speaking of local, I got on the Legion jersey. Our soccer team. Always got on the some local stuff.
Always.
Some nice joggers, and then I got on the Jordan 5. Here are the Ox, guys.
That we talked about.
I told y'all I was gonna have a pair, and here they are on my feet. So, what do you got on today, Navi? Speaking of things I want to have on my feet.
Well, I'm going to start off with a nice 1995-96 Stanley Cup Pittsburgh Flyers hockey hat. You know, a nice Supreme zip up I got from Glen Iris Vintage himself. If you guys want some Supreme drip, talk to the man next to me. You know, 1993 Tiny Toons tee, straight vintage. You know, from your boy. Worker Carhartt jeans that I thrifted, and some Duncan SBs that I have on just to smooth it out.
That are gonna be mine.
You want to get them?
Before the night is out.
He wants the Duncans. I didn't want the Duncans, and I ended up getting them. That's how it works. It works like that. It's an alright shoe.
I just love the materials on them. It's like now that I've actually seen them in my hand, I even want them even worse.
They crease so bad off of first wear. Last thing I'm gonna say about them.
Yeah, I did notice that, but
you faking.
we can get that out with a towel.
Yeah, you faking.
Little towel.
Towel.
I got some crease protectors. Towel with some steam.
Towel about 6 months in the cloud with a little steam. We good.
Yeah, we Gucci.
Yeah.
What you got on, Boobie?
What you got on, Boobie?
Man, I got on these PSGs.
Very crispy.
Where do you get those from?
The man with the plan.
You know who it is. Levi 501, Nike, True Fit.
Gotta match the PSGs.
Black History Month.
Retro Heritage.
Okay.
One of the true
Speaking
heavyweight
of
champions.
vintage,
Let's go.
Mike
the
Tyson.
champ
Yeah. With the Paris
and a hat.
hat.
That's clean. Talk about. I'm liking that. That was very well. I like
the hat matches the shoes. That's
match
like,
it, and then the jacket matches the shoes,
It's
but it's
supposed
not
to.
the PSG jacket
Yeah,
necessarily.
My
I was
point
supposed
is
to have gotten
that
them.
PSG. Anybody out there watching this right now, if you can get me the burgundy and black PSG sweatshirt
This man deserves it.
in 3X, I've been trying to find it for months. Since
that's-
last year.
That's up there with
That diamond supply outfit, I was.
I can't find it nowhere.
It's like clean.
True.
Do you have the jacket?
Dripped out.
All right,
So what y'all got going today, fellas?
now we're going into the drop. We're gonna go into the next 2 weeks of shoes that are gonna drop. Gonna see if we're feeling them, not feeling them. Kind of look,
Next 2 weeks?
Look at them, yeah. Next 2 weeks, because every 2 weeks we drop an episode. So we're gonna go over the next 2 weeks after this episode will drop. So this weekend's the 6th and the 7th. So we're gonna, which we covered in the last episode.
True.
So we're gonna start the week of the 8th, and there's not really anything dropping until the 10th, when a very highly anticipated shoe, a retro of a colorway that hasn't released since 1985,
True.
the Jordan 1 High OG neutral gray. It's white and gray.
It's gonna.
It's
jump.
about as simple as possible. They're only making 23,000 pairs.
I like it.
I need
So it's going to be a hard cop. Good luck. I'm going to try to get a couple pairs.
I need 2.
My thing.
Those
is,
are going to be a tough one.
My thing is, first off, I need the shoe because it drops a day after my birthday.
I will
So,
say I don't want them.
with this
sorry.
shoe coming out a day after my King Day, I might as well buy myself a pair of shoes since I've upgraded in life a year. But that $200 mark just really bothers me for some reason. The $200 mark bothered me because they just was $170, and then they just was $150, and then they just was like $120.
They went up to 200 on them?
They're $200.
So the problem with this shoe
What?
the problem with this shoe is
Well, I
that's
guess-
I think that's a gamble. If they don't sell off the shelf for 200, they'll go back down to 170.
Do you think maybe because of how limited that run of them is why they're 200?
No, I think every year Jordan tries to finesse us an extra $5-10 on the shoe, and next year that shoe is gonna be $210 out the store. The year after that, $220 out the store. It's just gonna keep going up $10 because that's what it's been doing.
So you heard what I said. I need 2 pair.
Need to, and they probably won't retro this colorway for another 20 years.
So you bet.
If that.
You wear a pair.
And you wear a pair, you stock a pair. This is that shoe. But since, like Erwin's saying, it's a limited release on the shoe, so
Super.
if you can get 2 pair, don't hesitate. Go on, spend that $400.
Yeah. do it because they
Who
gonna.
got next?
I think right now they're saying the resale on them's already at like 600. So
Yeah, we're gonna be straight.
you know.
Next week, what we're working with.
Then the next day, Jordan's keeping going with their like Chinese New Year base releases with the 14 Terracotta, which is based on the Terracotta Army in China that they discovered back in the 70s that was buried with one of the emperors, and it's a whole bunch of like individual army pieces. But the dude, Edison Chin, who was the designer and founder of, and then look at my dumb ass, leaving off the name of the company.
You can't leave out clout. Just like clot.
Clot.
However you want to say it. Clout.
Clot.
I'm from the South, so y'all already know.
So
the
I was
Southern
like, it's.
tongue is
I was like seeing in my head, but I didn't want to say clout and
clot. However, I personally, I'm here for that shit.
because it's CLOT clot.
I have no 14s, but I'm here for this specific 14 for some reason. I just need to have a 14 in my collection.
I honestly don't know a lot about clot. I don't know if like that is kind of like where their designs go with
seeing
everything.
I'm looking at the shoe, and if
Is
you
it
got
another
money, I feel like if you got money to
streetwear
set to the
brand?
side or whatever, I think it's a shoe just to have and throw in the back of the closet and forget about.
Word. And bring it out years later.
It might go for some years later.
It's a cool color way. I like
Because
I like
I
the design
really
cues.
I really think that shoe is going to be like a shoe I want to discuss with y'all later on. Yes.
I feel that because this is not a shoe that you will see someone wearing right now. This is a shoe you need to put back.
Yeah.
This is definitely a shoe you need to put back.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I rock with that.
It's on the
definitely
porch.
a shoe. Definitely a shoe. You need to rock with. But other than that, that terracotta clout is straight. I want it. The box obviously looking cool. Y'all know I'm a grabber for the boxes anyway.
What's the box of that?
It's like that salmon color with the like all that going on it, you know. So I'm here for it.
Out of
The
all the
next-
shoes they could have came back in that color, I disagree with that.
Word. But next up,
And then the continuation of Nike. What is up with Nike pushing back every release like 3 weeks this year? It's
true,
been we're
they
gonna
are
release
pushing.
all the Jordans have been pushed back. Like the neutral gray got pushed back, the taupe's got pushed back, the Carolina 4s got pushed back. Every hype shoe has gotten pushed back, and then all the dunks got pushed back. So we've talked about it multiple times. The 14th is actually the day that the Vast Gray High and the Gray and Red Low are going to release.
Let's hope they release, because who knows, next week, next podcast episode, you may hear us saying that they got pushed back.
Right, again.
So
And these are all releasing in store, first come,
it's
first
supposed to be
serve.
Valentine's Day, so hopefully I got a shorter that
So-
you know what I mean? But yeah, on the 15th,
A cool shoe I think is actually
this
pretty
dropping
dope.
On the 15th.
That it's
you
I think one of the cooler retros of the year. I mean, the Air Griffey Max
coolest
1,
retro
like
of the
bring
year?
him back.
The coolest retro.
I mean, I just think it
is
because
Star
of
Wars.
like
I'm
because
gonna
it's
say
King Griffey, man.
I've
I remember
never had a pair of these.
I remember
what they going
watching.
for?
I remember
Just retail. You know what I'm saying? They just re-releasing them, so like you can't really. I mean, we're looking at StockX right there for the originals, only $350, unless it's changed varies of
Right.
size.
True.
But for all the nostalgic feeling
That's
in
me.
people,
I
go
rem-
for it.
I remember watching King Griffey like hit home runs with his backwards hat during batting practice when them things on.
Wearing
You know what I'm
those,
saying?
I've never really jumped hard on the King Griffey's. I'd rather wear a Michael Vick turf shoe than the King Griffey. That's just my opinion, because that's just the era I grew up on.
I was
I
raised
can
on
feel
King,
that.
I was raised on King Griffey. King Griffey got one of the best swings in baseball history.
I
Oh,
respect
yeah.
all of that. I
So
respect
pretty.
all of that. This shoe is just not. It don't do it for me. Nothing about this shoe is appealing in my.
I'm gonna tell you,
opinion.
and I'm gonna tell you something else
What's up?
that you won't believe. I'm a sneakerhead. Don't own a pair
What?
phones.
I'm a sneakerhead and don't own a pair of phones. So hey.
But I
you
feel
don't
different.
own
I don't
a
like
pair
'em.
of phones.
I feel different about the King Griffey though. I like that. I feel different about the King Griffey and the Bo Jacksons.
True.
And I feel the same way Master P feel about the AIs.
What'd he say?
Master P want to make
Oh,
AI.
he did get the
We're gonna
Reebok.
talk about- we're gonna
That
talk
would be
about that later.
major.
Okay.
That
We're
would
gonna-
be major.
We're gonna talk about
All right,
that
yo, let's say
later.
that because that's a really good.
No, it's
piece to
actually
talk
in
about.
my in my notes for news.
For sure. But if you're gonna get the King Griffiths, get them for nostalgia reasons. Don't try to resell me no King Griffiths.
No,
because I'm only
definitely
gonna try
not.
to pay you retail value. I probably give you $20 for gas.
I just
money to get the
mentioned-
shoes.
Y'all
You're not
so
getting nothing else.
crazy, man.
I
Y'all
just-
dog King Griffin, man.
I just mentioned them because it was, to me, it was cool and nostalgic.
For sure.
On the 16th, another pair of dunks that got pushed back. The
pushed back.
Coast Low and the Football Gray High. I think I actually kind of want a Football Gray High for the closet. But I'll flash them up again. Y'all see them.
It's just the regular donks, nothing special.
But like I said, all of them are releasing in store around Birmingham. There's a couple stores that actually have them now that I've seen on certain apps. So
You telling them too much.
if you
You're
want,
telling them too much.
if you want
Telling
some,
the people too
do a
much.
little research. You might be able to find yourself a pair.
What those?
Unless I buy them all.
What's the acronym like? If you know, you know.
Yeah,
Pop that
yeah,
up there, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
right there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So, speaking of Reebok, I don't know. I'd never seen this collab, but apparently this is the 4th shoe that's released in it. It's the Question. Speaking of AI, the Question and Hot Ones. Y'all know who Hot Ones is?
Yeah.
Y'all know who Hot Ones is?
I do not know who
Sean
I was.
Evans.
It's like a podcast.
It's
like Drink
it's
Champs
a
with hot ones.
podcast, and it is hosted by Sean Evans, and he has celebrities on and interviews them while they eat very hot wings.
Those are cold.
So Reebok is doing a collab with them. They're releasing a Question this time, a mid, which actually it's bright yellow and it's red, mostly red with a yellow bottom.
I don't
Pretty
like
dope.
that.
Come on, man.
But they have already released 3 other ones. A Club C85, which is pretty dope. A Reebok Classic, which I really like, actually.
That's a dope one. I mean, that's a dope one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a Soldier Reed.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all-
definitely the Soldier
That's
Reed.
the Reebok
but do
Classic.
you know? But people really think that the all white is the Reebok Classic.
You
Are you
gotta
talking about
have
the tan?
gum bottom.
The all white Soldier Reebok Classic is the white and gray, not the all white.
Okay. Okay.
And that's what they look like.
And
Look
then
like Soldier Reed.
I still think my favorite one is, just because of how funny it looks, is the
Shagnosis?
Shagnosis.
I don't like that. I was looking at that when you pulled it a while
The
ago. I
Shagnosis.
really don't like that. I was looking at that
The
like
Shagnosis.
Now let me
with
put y'all on this.
with the purple, green, yellow.
Shagnosis and Hot
Shagnosis.
Ones.
Look,
I wonder if Shaq got paid off of that too.
hey, peep
You
this.
so crazy.
He's paid off of everything.
Shaq was on Hot
Y'all
Ones, though.
understand that?
Shaq was on Hot
He
Ones.
makes so much money.
So with him being
off
on
of
this TV
sponsorships.
show, why not? Like, I'm trying to redo Reeboks. and
Sean,
do
you
that
should
shit.
holler at Allen Iverson.
Hey, well, look, peep this though. Hear me out. This
That is
Reebok is hard, bro.
But that's the Iverson, ain't it?
It's the Iverson.
But what I'm saying is, I don't like the color, nothing.
But that's like a
That-
real good Philadelphia 76ers colorway where you can wear the black and the all black with the red.
Now you can
jersey.
kill it like that. You
Come
can
on,
kill it
bro.
like that. I just
Throw
don't like the
them
shoe.
on. Okay,
Like, but
fact.
what I'm saying is that right there, I probably wear that once or something.
Okay, yeah, it's not an everyday shoe.
Oh, no.
I will say that it won't be an everyday shoe.
I at least had to get 3 wears out of it for the summer.
And the insoles are cool. I like
Yeah, all the- no,
chicken and all
The
Now,
coolest thing about
that's
the,
cool right there
and then
now.
the box.
the coolest thing about the other ones is like the soles on the classics and the soles on the Club C's is
They
clear, and you can see like chicken wings to the bottom of them.
Okay, respect to
Pretty cool.
respect
cool.
to a podcaster getting his own shoe. Hint, hint. On
Shout
the
out
way.
to Sean Evans.
Pull it
I
up.
watch
On
your.
the way.
Pull this up right here for me.
I think the Kevin Hart one is probably the funniest one.
That right there. Pull the shoe right there for me.
Let's see what we really looking like.
See, it's the classic is
Ooh,
fly, bro.
that thing so hard.
See, look at
right
the
there,
look at the
man.
sole. Look at the sole.
Look, I'm digging the meters on the side of the high
Yeah.
wing levels.
I would
See,
wear
that's
that shit.
crazy
For real.
with the tongue, and then yeah.
Might have to find a pair.
Excuse me.
Please let Reebok
Excuse me.
be.
I
On
bet
the
you they
rise.
ain't even that.
Excuse me.
I bet you they ain't even that.
Find
Excuse me.
Find
one pair?
2 pairs.
There you go.
3 pairs?
I mean, I'm straight. I'm cool on the reads.
You
I'm
want
gonna
the,
wait till Master.
you don't-
But did y'all know
you
that?
don't want
Get
the
the
question
Reeboks.
mids?
Did y'all know that?
Possibly.
He already got the Reeboks.
Well,
Did y'all know that the original classic was white and gray
to be honest
and
with
not
you,
solid white?
I
did not understand that.
With like my New Orleans, my heritage, bro.
Oh, okay.
I've always known it to be the white with the gun bottom. You know what I'm saying? I've always known it to be white with the gun bottom.
So check this out. The soldieries, but in the Hot Boys, when they stood in front of Adam, they didn't have on the bubble gum bottom. They had on the white and grays with the khakis, with the white t-shirts, with the red bandanas.
See, we're gonna have to look, man. Actually, have that picture up on this.
I think I might just have to flash up a little clip
because
of
I'm gonna have to do some
that
research
video
because we gotta see because Soulja Slim was the original. Okay,
right.
so then the Hot Boys was really just perpetrating the original Hot Boys.
So Soulja Slim might have put the stamp on the bubblegum bottoms,
probably,
but the soldieries
would be the gray with the
with the white with the slim gray bottom. They think
they
like
look slim right there. They look just great.
just like that.
Yeah,
just like
I think
that.
I got
just like that.
Yeah, for sure.
the classics are sick.
I'm rocking with
I might just have to find me a pair for $60 on StockX.
I need those, and that's one of the most that was the most comfortable shoe I have ever worn in my life was the Reebok until
What did he hook you up with?
the Yeezys.
Oh, the Yeezys.
And if y'all don't have a pair of Yeezys, I wasn't a big fan of them. I really look funny.
V2s.
The 350s, I put my foot in them, and they are so comfortable. They are so comfortable.
He's a busy man, guys.
They are so comfortable.
He forgot to silence his phone.
So comfortable.
What we got? The Curry 8s dropping like 2-3 days later? Or the next day, actually.
Yes, the next day. But I feel like Steph might have had too many kids at this point, guys, because it's a dad shoe.
How we know he's not an innovator in 5-10 years? Everybody's gonna be wearing this because a lot of little kids wear these shoes now as if how we wore Jordans.
No, it looks like
you hear? See,
it looks like it might.
It's curves.
It looks like it'd be a great basketball shoe, but just like the design, you can tell there's nothing about.
I would not wear it.
Let's make it look.
I wouldn't wear that shoe nowhere.
I probably hoop in it.
This
for
needs
sure,
to be functional.
He tried with this, then he put some little.
That's terrible. That's what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't hoop in that shoe.
It's like, well, make it sure it works good, and then we'll worry about colorways.
It maybe make you feel like you can shoot threes.
Yeah.
It seems like it's too light, and I'm seeing like it's gonna protect your foot.
See, but I bet you it's actually pretty protected. There's probably a lot of reinforcement
on
in the sidewalls.
Yeah,
because he's rolled his ankle multiple times.
Shout out Curry for having a sneaker deal. Because
shout out for Steph for saying bump Nike and then going and getting that bag from Under Armour.
Under Armour, like real deal.
Got that bag.
Yeah, bag, like for real.
Good job. Sorry, Clay.
And it always
what was the name of the? What's the name of the company with Clay's shoe? No offense, Clay.
I didn't know.
But that was a bad move.
I didn't know Clay Thompson had a shoe either.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Clay, you need to get somebody to push that shoe on like that a little bit better for you, man.
There's a picture, the most famous picture of those Travis Scott Friends and Family 4s that everybody wants, the taupe ones, is of Klay Thompson staring at his shoes while he has on his signature shoe, which is
I did not know he had his signature shoe.
Not great. So just like the envy. There's this picture of Klay Thompson looking at Travis Scott.
Okay.
And Travis Scott has on those taupe 4s, his Travis Scott 4s.
Right.
And Klay Thompson is like just staring at his shoes in envy as he wears his own signature.
That's not shoes. Cool. That's not cool. We're gonna edit that part.
Sorry, Clay.
Man, sorry, Clay, man.
Sorry. Clay, I'm gonna put that picture back up.
To push that up a little bit.
I just had to
push
show
that,
you.
Eddie. Yeah, get somebody to push that for you, Clay, man.
Look at that. You see how you looking down on him? Hey, they're gonna be look good.
Yeah, look at his.
Man,
God, they're bad.
What is that on his foot?
Why we don't have them?
That four. He had on?
Chase B said those are never coming out. on the
It's a new Ford
on
that's
Full
supposed to come
Size
out.
Run podcast. Shout out to the guys at Full Size Run.
It's a Ford that looks sort of like this that's supposed to come out soon. That rusted looking Ford.
Yeah,
remember that
taupe
brown?
haze.
Yeah, that taupe haze.
Supposed to come out at the end of the month,
Yeah, that one's
the
supposed to drop.
27th, I think. But yeah, it's the friends and family's ever coming out because Jordan was already like, we're coming out with a taupe one that looks exactly like yours.
Listen, I was looking at that shoe, man, and I keep looking at this shoe, and I keep looking at this shoe, and I'm like, I'm kind of torn between. I don't know, man. I'm confused.
I need to see a
man.
pair in hand because I want to know what color. I want to see what color that actually is because I want it to be darker than I think it might be.
And I think that's what I'm looking at. I don't think I want it to be that light.
But that'll
gray.
just save the other. I just won't get that for it, and I'll get that off-white for
There
it.
you go. There you go.
So after the 19th, we got some, or the week on the. I think it's the same day actually. If it's not the 19th, it's the 20th.
Yeah, I think it's the same day.
Kyrie's releasing a couple of more colorways of his Kyrie 7s. They have so many colorways of Kyrie's,
I read
and
Kyrie
they
before
do.
Curry.
Oh, me too. And the Kyrie, some of the collabs they've done, and the just crazy out of like these two are called the black and metallic silver, which is probably like the least crazy colorway I've seen from him in a minute. And then the second one is Midnight Navy and Lagoon Pulse.
Yo, so that reminds me of that new Nike that they just made. Have you seen that shoe that almost look like the Kyries that they're making? We probably talk about it next week.
Kyrie
With the
Katie.
These have a crazy
LeBrons.
bright green sole. It's like
Yeah,
how
I know, right?
bright
What
and
are they
crazy
doing?
can
It
we
seems like
make
they
our
all
soles?
in the same
I don't
Yeah.
know.
same realm with all these different colors and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like who's
And in the summertime, you know,
the freak ones?
it could. In the summertime,
Giannis's.
picnic, family reunion, something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Throw it on.
You know what I mean? But it's
So
not
good.
something that I'm on.
It's not an everyday shoe.
And I don't think it's something that's gonna hold value.
Definitely
No.
not.
I went in House
Some
of
of
Hoops.
those LeBrons will.
I don't
Yeah.
think none of those LeBrons will
Like the
hold.
sevens, man. Like, come on. Some of
Some of
LeBrons
those
are-
will, like the South Beaches.
Let me ask you this though. What them fell off the face of the earth you can't find nowhere? Them Kobe's.
Yeah, because
Ooh, we try not to sell Kobe.
yeah,
Can't
because
sell
people
Kobe's,
capitalize off
like-
that man's death.
We don't, you know what I'm saying?
Jacked up all the price on.
All the sevens are just a beautiful silhouette to me. Little LeBron 7. Come on, man. Look at that one. With the little, that's an MVP.
That might be. That might be.
Kyrie's just. The last time I went in House of Hoops, I swear there was,
Look at that, man.
I think 10 different colorways of Kyrie's. It's like,
Look at that back
jeez.
patch on them.
I'm gonna tell you what to be
Kill
sick.
'em, bro.
I'm gonna tell you be sick with that.
What?
The MVP shoe. The rookie basketball card or the championship basketball card they won the year. The left with that shoe.
No, the Cavaliers.
Yep.
That whole value.
For sure.
Well,
For sure. That's all the shoes. Pretty
that's
much
about
that's
it for the
coming
next
out.
couple weeks.
Really?
There's a couple
That's
other little
dropping.
drops. There's like, Adidas is dropping some more boosts. Yay.
What happened to why all the Jordans get pushed back?
I really don't know why.
That's what we were just talking about.
I know I'm like
Everything got pushed back. All of them, the neutral grays were
Like-
the only those two. That and the terracottas were the only ones that are dropping in the
So
next 2
look,
weeks.
what about them Comodegos on phone posits?
That is actually
the
we're moving to sneaker news,
Let's see what we think about that.
and the first thing I wrote down was all the crazy releases getting pushed back. We just talked about that, and then the next thing I wrote down was the CDG phone posits, which the Comme de Garçon.
Comodegos song.
It's Comme de Garçon, which is a French company. They're releasing a
they're
phone
making me
posit.
dizzy. I'm getting dizzy.
And it looks like some futuristic,
I'm
it's
getting
crazy
dizzy.
etching. There's a black pair and a white pair. And it almost looks like they carved like a maze into the foam posit.
You know what? As much as how we sat here and talked about not liking the foams early, we have to just pay the foam of respect.
Oh yeah,
Most definitely.
I mean,
You gotta pay the foam of
for
respect.
what?
Penn
Probably
been doing it for
5 years ago.
Penn been
Dude,
doing
foams.
We're
Everyone
on
that
every-
came out, everybody was on them. I had a
sure.
buddy Shout out Bird. Shout out Darius Bird.
Oh, yeah,
if you
Bird,
listening,
that boy.
Bird used to have every phone that came out. He come walking in the apartment with a brand new pair of phones on every
Phones
time.
did it. My partner Traco still is a foam head, and I respect him because people fell off the phones, and he's still on them.
And phones is probably the most expensive shoe out right now. If you go in the store and
That
just
shoe,
buy.
retail.
If you go in the store and just buy, the phone
They
is the most
ain't cheap.
expensive
Maybe
shoe.
like $250 before tax.
Yep.
They're $300.
Oh, they $300. Wow.
They're like $280.
I mean, what you getting of the shoe too is worth it.
But then I also heard that when you put your foot in it, that it foams to your foot.
Wow.
Now I heard that. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is because I have never owned a pair.
Same, but that I mean, it will try to make sense with the price. I hope. Hell,
True.
do something with me.
Some
on the
bigger,
price.
some sort of technology in there that makes them awesome.
For sure. So yeah, I will be passing on the Como de Garçons.
Yeah.
I will too.
I'm not a big phone
And
guy.
then let's
Never
just
have
also
been.
say that the price for these probably will be, if phones are high, they just put a
it's
designer
gonna be $350
on it. So now it's gonna be what they probably went $600 retail because it's Como de Garçon and phone posit. So we'll see.
Well, Jordans are like that. When they come out in all men's,
Which ones?
any shoe the Jordan comes out in just all men's, they be up there.
Yeah. When they're all men type of shoe, but like if like for
Normally
example,
Jordan drop for the female, the toddler, the grade school, and men.
But like what you just got me thinking is like, for example, when Jordan did team up with a designer brand like Como de Garçon, they teamed up with Dior, and the Dior Jordan 1 retailed at $1,500 a pair without resale. Like going in the store to buy was $1,500. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just a trip to show you that when they do put that designer brand on to with that Nike or that Jordan,
So
they want that bag.
So does that mean the same thing when they collab with, like when Jordan collab with players or
With PEs, see.
or I say not players, or maybe just superstars or maybe actors or things of that nature?
Yep. And
Does
then,
that make the price go up on shoes?
absolutely, and then it makes it more sought out.
Nah.
Like how we talking about the next shoe. Like
Usually the shoes though retail don't go like those Nigel Sylvesters weren't.
okay, well
super
okay,
high,
well, yeah. So
like,
nah,
retail.
but resale. Out
Yeah, you had somebody's name resale wise.
Okay, so then
Blows
the
up.
question I asked y'all earlier about the Spike Lee joint.
But the only reason with the Spike Lees though is because there's not like, I wouldn't say, like Jordan didn't wear that.
Yeah, it's got to
You know
be
what I mean?
it's got to be a certain
Jordan didn't wear it.
number.
So it don't really catch
Did
the
Spike
eye.
Lee, do you reckon his name Jordan played in?
I don't think so.
Those are like 4 or 5
I think
shoes
maybe a
mixing
commercial.
One that he
They
in
were
the
in a
commercial he had
together.
the 5s on. Did he not? The Son of Tomorrow commercial?
I can't remember.
Because
I
maybe
was
that's
in
why they
commercial.
mixed up and did the Spizites to make it almost look like a 5. Like I'm just talking off of just knowledge.
You know, you got
about
to reflect on it. You got the big thing. You got the.
They definitely going crazy, but I guess.
I mean,
How about this?
when
This
it
is
comes,
the best way to say this. This is the best way to say this. If Spike Lee was to make those, if Spike Lee would have been dropping the movies that he dropped back then, now, and dropped those shoes, I think with the quote unquote clout, it would have been more rise because now you got
But the
like
shoes-
the Travis Scott. You feel what I'm saying? About that?
But the shoe is out though.
That's what I'm saying. It's already out. But like, if Travis Scott would have dropped his shoe now, when Spike Lee was dropping the Spizites, it probably would have jumped because you don't Run DMC. What Adidas were they doing?
Shell toes.
The shell toes never got a. There's never been a high up stock its value for a shell toe.
But everybody knows the shell toe from
I know,
Run DMC.
but I'm just saying for an example, like nowadays, Prada does the shell toes. They can put a value on it. You know what I mean? Back then, it was just like times have changed. So maybe if Spike Lee would have had continued to drop in movies such now, then drop a debut shoe, and his name is more circulating in the.
Sometimes it's just all about having that base of people that are like fans or
Yeah,
connected to
true.
it in some way
'Cause,
that
like, I don't knock it.
It's just
at
like
all.
with
I'm not
PEs, like the 2 PEs that are coming out. There's like Jordan just revealed the Carolina and the Oklahoma PEs, and they're 5s, and both of them are flaming.
I'm
Like those
going after
Oklahomas
anything
are
with the North
sick.
Carolina jump on it just because.
And they're both like it's not tumbled leather. It's almost like a skin almost on it type leather, and they are both
insane,
banging. And
They
like,
both crazy.
of course, they're very limited because they're only for players at each school. So these shoes are going to be on StockX for 5, 6, 7 bands. I mean, and it's only because you'll have sneakerheads who are super fans of those schools and just gotta have them. Like on Full Size Run, shout out to the guys at Full Size Run. Brandon Dunn is always talking about how he had to have a pair of Oregon PEs because he went to school there and he's a super fan and he had to have a pair in his collection. And there's no telling how much he paid for them.
I'm not a person like that. I don't really have to have no PE. There's not a PE that's catching my eye that Jordan have gave to a school that's like I gotta have.
I made my own.
There you go.
You'll see it later.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Just a couple minutes. So
Ooh.
PEs. Then you got
I'm not here for that.
the Team Red
I'm not here for that.
Dunk High or University Red. Whew. Man, they are fly.
Get off the
y'all.
train.
I almost would have.
You don't want part of that chick.
I would have designed these myself. They look like a dunk PE for Bama, y'all.
Give me back my Spartan dunks and y'all can have
Bro, get
all
outta
those,
here.
bro. My Spartan dunks look the same. Like I
Except they that lame
dunks.
green
Nah, that
and not
They
that
green,
beautiful.
so they green,
That
so
beautiful. Look at that red, man. Look at that perfect shade. Perfect shade of red. Just dark enough.
It's just not doing it for me.
Just dark enough. Yes.
If you hit me for that retail for $120 though, that's doing it for me.
Why doesn't the best team in the country have a pair of PPEs?
That is a really
because
question.
I think Alabama's always just, you know, how it's the same reason they don't want to
That's a
change
good
their
question.
jerseys, the same reason they won't
Tradition.
redesign anything. It's just a tradition.
I go for that.
We're not gonna, you know,
Okay, tradition.
we're not gonna go. We're with Nike. We signed a contract with Nike. You never know. Hey, our contract with Nike could be up soon, and maybe we become a Jordan brand school. But I mean, I just don't think. I don't know. This is probably gonna sound bad, but if you ask people at Alabama, like around the athletic department, it's like, well, you know, we just feel like those schools that are Jordan schools are just, you know,
Yeah.
we're better than them.
Yeah, you know, we're better than everybody.
We don't want to be like Florida.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Or LSU.
No.
Oh, sorry.
LSU's
Yeah,
not a
sorry.
Jordan brand school. But, I mean, we don't want to be like them either.
We'll let
Sorry,
that,
Ivan.
We'll let that.
So,
The next shoe.
the Air Force Ones, man. They coming out with some cool Air Force Ones this year. Remember the salmon shoe? I'm going to see if I can find a clip of Rick Saban from the last show talking about this shoe looking like salmon.
Do you want to know what this shit really looks like? Go to the grocery store and go all the way to the back and ask for some salmon, uncooked. That's what the fuck it looks like.
The experimental racer, the pink experimental racer. Now there's a brown one. And it's brown and yellow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Type in experimental racer brown. Man, if you thought the pink one looked weird, this one looks crazy. And then you got another one coming out called the coffee that I would actually wear.
The experimental pink.
No.
No.
Put in
Yeah, I seen that.
experimental
I seen that. It's
Racer.
terrible. It's terrible.
brown.
Yeah, we talked about that bubble gum.
Boom.
I'm not here for the brown one either. I like the little lace thing in the front. But
I'm not wearing neither one of those.
Yeah, I'm cool off of that.
The coffees are fire though.
The coffees are smooth. Have y'all seen the
I like them. Very clean.
the Valentine's Day for the ladies, how in the holes they're shaped like hearts.
Yeah,
Them tough.
And then they have the tongue
for
tag
sure.
pills. Yes.
That coffee though, it got roasted by Nike on the side. I like that. And then looks like the
I like
lace
the
lock.
material.
Yeah, all that.
I'm here for that.
It, for sure.
I bet you those will probably be an easy cop too.
I hope so.
All Air Force Ones are easy cops,
Except the all white ones.
Unless the all white ones.
The all white ones are.
If you find all white,
Gone.
you better
Yeah,
five pair right then.
Yeah, because Dr. Dre buys them all and puts them in his closet because apparently he wears one a day.
Truth.
Dr. Dre, hope you get feeling better, man.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Shouts out to Dre.
And then what was it? A snake skin?
A snake skin. You can. It's an all white Air Force One, but the back tab and the check are white snake skin. Is the one I've seen. Those
white snake skin.
Yeah, it's like everything's white, and you can just barely tell that the check and the back tab are snake skin. Yeah.
Oh, I like them. If that's those, I want them.
They're dope.
I need that.
So.
I need that. What you think? Would you?
I liked them. I thought they was very subtle. It took me a second to even figure out what was snakeskin when I was looking at them.
Everyone that from everyone besides this one, everyone that you see me with from now on will be customized.
Okay.
Air Force Ones.
I'm working on that now.
A little something in the works for you guys. Stay tuned.
Every pair.
Word. Respect.
Yep. Every pair.
Dig.
It's the end of the day. We got through the drop. We did the day of the drip. Now we're at the end of the show. Y'all know what we do. It's an unboxing. I show y'all some sneakers. He shows you some vintage.
Usually.
And then we actually, since I told Kane about this beforehand, he's brought some of his craziest heat from his crazy sneaker collection. So I'll go first. I told y'all on the last show, I've been working on my very own sneaker and building it from scratch.
And I love them.
And
I'm proud of you.
These are my sneakers, guys.
I'm very proud.
I cut every piece on this sneaker. I punched the holes. I sewed everything together. I glued everything together. I put them on the soles. I sewed the sole on by hand.
Those are your babies.
I made these.
This isn't like I took a shoe and I painted it. Like I literally cut everything out. You can see the mess up on my stitches in certain places.
I think you should give them a rundown, man.
I'm gonna get them better. The next ones. This is we were just talking about why doesn't Alabama have a PE? This is what I would make an Alabama PE out of. I got suede, the red suede, because y'all know I love suede. And then I switched it up and did leather on the tongue and on the upper eyelets. Got my cool little elephant up there. And then I did leather on the heel, another little elephant. And
Man, I love this shoe, man.
I mean, it'll get better, but I'm proud of myself. I ain't gonna lie. Now putting them on is just like, there's no better feeling than walking around in this and being like, yes,
you have to show them.
I made this.
You have to show them from beginning to end. You have to give them clips.
I think I do have enough pictures that y'all I can flip through like a little book and show y'all.
So y'all won't think that he's BSing from
he actually
a
made
sheet of suede to that.
Boom.
For sure.
So that's my unboxing. From now on, y'all probably get a lot of custom unboxings. It'll be he was talking about getting his Air Force Ones customized. I'm hoping I can be the customizer.
Hell yeah.
So I'll be making these and
you,
customizing others. So Glen Iris Customs coming soon.
Yeah, I
got
like
a nice
that.
ring to it, don't
Glen
it?
Iris, I
I
like
like
that.
it.
Yeah, got a nice little ring.
I like
it.
that. I like that.
For sure.
So
And usually I come with a lot of vintage and unboxing, but I only got one because I was running late. But
complications.
this came from Atlanta from another vintage guy, vintage reseller, Peach State Vintage.
Peach State Vintage.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out.
the homie. You know, he gave me a really good deal on this, and you can look this piece up on StockX. It's one of those. Yes, sir. Nice, worn a little bit. Good Supreme for the people. The Supreme
Hey.
Life Tee.
Nice. That's a good piece.
Yeah, just something simple, just because everybody obviously go crazy for Supreme, but I've actually found my love.
I got a
for
hat that
Supreme.
would go perfect with that.
I've been finding a little bit of love in Supreme. So
Well, put me on game with the Supreme.
skatewear, skate brand, really a company that just came from the ground up doing subtle items and just making it amazing. Just because people couldn't get these items, like
Doing random stuff.
yeah, just the subtle things that you would want.
Making
Streetwear brand
making
actually made it.
skateboards covered in pills.
You know, just like the simple
Because they're a
things.
skate brand, so they always come
A
out.
hoodie that has a mask in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like pandemic aware type deal, you know? But,
Oh, that's cold right there.
yeah, it started off as a skate brand, and then you had like certain rappers and Mike Tyson, for example, wearing Supreme way before the hype, you know? So
Yep.
Oh, that's cold.
I'm
then.
just finding my love on it.
Dipset was wearing.
Yeah.
Really?
Supreme.
And I'm a big all over print t-shirt guy, so this goes right down my alley. You know what I'm saying? This will go on body. The nice Supreme box down there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very clean.
So for sure. So now let these people know that these are shoes that are going on StockX for high commodity, and we don't care about StockX. These are shoes from the past that are just still in great condition. This man didn't go buy these shoes. He had these shoes.
Right. Like, he bought them when they came out, bought them.
Yeah, type shit.
Like,
Well, y'all really just taught me something for real, because these shoes right here were just laying in the closet. They were just laying in the closet, and I called,
pair of nines.
just laying in the closet. And I found out today that this shoe right here is what?
$550.
$550. It's just laying in the closet. I ain't wore this shoe, I don't know how long.
That's a good charcoal for the people out there that's watching.
That's what it is?
A
Charcoal?
good charcoal.
A guy tried to buy this shoe off me, off my foot in the store for $300. I was like, no, man. And I found
Good
out
thing
today.
you didn't sell it.
Great condition.
Yeah.
Great
I'm gonna
condition.
take it to the shoe clinic and then I'm bring it back to life.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the shoe clinic. We got the clinic right here. Let
Always
you
a
know
shout
that
out.
this is made in house. You know what I mean? So yeah. we get
What
you
we
right.
was talking about earlier, and I just need y'all y'all kidding me with the Spike Lee, and I got these. I've been had these Spike Lees. I don't know, 10 years.
Let's see something. Let me check this. And they got the 30. Like
It's like a 3 and a 7
yeah, they old like.
and a 4.
You see, they got the reflector.
It do have the reflector on the tongue,
It's like a 3 and a
They got
7
the-
and a 4.
and they got the
I
4
don't
back
know.
tab.
Look,
You know,
Right.
yeah.
and I'm trying to
Got
understand.
the 3 elephant print.
But you look at the shoe.
Is it a what the Spike Lee?
No?
Is it a 3, 4,
Or a
5?
what the Mars?
Or is it just
Did
a
they
son
make-
it's just a son of Mars. The other one should say son of on it, right? Grab
It's
the other
a
shoe.
son of low. Son of low Mars.
See if the other shoe got son of on the lace lock. Lace tab, whatever they call it.
Son of.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I thought. I seen somebody wearing a red pair of these. I've never seen this color.
What's the symbol on that other? What's that?
I don't know.
That's
So you got Spike face right here.
Spike Lee.
We can show that we got Spike. Boom. Embossed on that.
Yeah.
And then you got
I ain't gonna lie. I
This
really thought
symbol.
that's what that symbol meant. That's that 40 acres in the mule symbol. That's what that is. That 40 acres in the mule.
So the shoe has meaning and everything. This is what you're telling me. But it's not,
nobody,
it
but
had-
nobody
it-
wants it.
It does not hold value.
I say hold on to it and just wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I held just long.
And then
Yeah.
my personal one of my favorites in his collection.
What's your personal in this collection?
Which
one
is
of
your
my
favorite?
one of my favorites in his collection is this box over here on the.
Oh,
And y'all won't believe, man. Y'all would not believe how I came up on this shoe.
I wanted this 11.
I didn't even know this shoe was coming out. I goes into Foot Locker to buy my father some Jordan socks. True story. I goes in and I see this shoe.
Ooh.
I say, man, I got to have that shoe.
Yes, that is a pair of cap and gowns.
And they say the raffle. Of course, I ain't did no raffle. And they have the list in Foot Locker down with the people names on it. And I see somebody's name that I know. I call them on the phone.
No way.
True story. And I say, hey, I'm up here at Foot Locker. You done won these cap and gowns. Can I get them? It was a female. She said yes.
Oh my God.
She said, I just want the points to go toward my account.
What?
No problem. So I said, yeah, get them.
Yeah.
I got the 220.
Easy.
$275.
They gotta be worth more than
I
that,
said,
right?
what?
Oh.
Because you know Jordan was going for 220.
Yeah.
Them was 275.
Oh wow, but they the cap and gowns. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
they
this.
worth
And
about $700.
I want people to hear me when I say this. Cap and gown is better than the Black Cat 4. It's better than that Black Cat 13. Any all black shoe, that one is.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
When this shoe came out, I wish that I was graduating high school again, just so I can wear that shoe.
That's the one.
That shoe, yeah.
Yeah.
Cap
and I looked up on it, and I paid. I didn't want to buy it $275 because you know Jordan was going for $220, but I was in that capping and going on, so I had to cough off that $275.
If you got an 11 that you really want, this dude has it in his closet.
No, I do not have the shoelaces, the automatic.
I mean, if you have it,
I don't have those.
fuck, I ain't talking about a
12
DAPS.
A 12, and this is going for $7.95.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
A 12?
A 12, and this shoe is still very new. If I'm not, this shoe only been out for like a good handful of years.
A year, about 2 years.
Yeah, this shoe isn't like.
I probably done wore the show 4 times. Now,
$500 shoe, another $500 shoe. They're sitting around in the closet
and he says
with dirt on the toe.
Okay, so then he says this is his favorite. This is my favorite shoe.
Yeah, man, pull out what I would consider my.
This is my favorite shoe, and I don't wear it all the time. But this is my favorite Jordan.
Man,
I don't know why. I just like how it look.
10 years.
I like how it feel. It just
a 10-year.
it's a style shoe. I like it.
That's a good 10
It's
years
different
on that shoe.
I like the fur on it.
And you don't see it.
Your condition on it.
You don't. You don't see it. And if I
Still
ever
got
get
the glitter, like stupid glittery on it.
and if I ever get to come back again, I got some more of these.
Yes,
Different
sir.
colors that you haven't seen.
He's got a pair of gray ones he wears all the time.
Yep. Gray ones. Got a pair of white ones.
Man,
But I promise y'all,
Don't dog your shoes out.
Don't, dog.
I see guys that buy Jordans on Saturday and be at work Monday with them on. And 2 years later, when they realize this shoe was worth $1,500, they just be shaking their head.
sick. I buy shoes to collect them, pass them down to my kids,
That's real.
maybe resell them. I feel like right now, shoes are like watches.
yeah.
You know, watches are on the one thing that you can buy that does not lose value once you walk out of the store.
True.
Shoes are on the upcome just like that.
Hey,
My
dropping
watches.
gems
What
now.
was it Drake says?
He's
All my
dropping
watches
gems.
factory, so they appreciate.
So they appreciate. So buy those Jordans. If you don't want those Jordans, you don't like them, if you got the money laying around, just buy them.
Sit 'em in
Because
the
you never
closet.
know. You never know. You can make some money.
One day you might be sitting here and your friends about trying to get that pair of Jordans that you bought off your random friend that you called on the phone.
Yep.
Be like that.
Well, been a great episode. Boobie, thank you for joining us for episode 5 of
Amazing
Sneaker
guest.
Culture
Thank you
101.
very much for having me.
The episode might have ran a little long. Hopefully y'all are still with us.
And hopefully y'all listen, because this ain't been nothing but knowledge. This whole
Nothing.
episode, nothing but
This is why
gems.
sometimes you gotta sit through it a little bit. I mean, I
Yeah,
listen.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
lie to you.
I know some of y'all sit through 3.5 hour long Joe Rogan podcast. So don't sit here and tell me you can't listen to our podcast for an hour. We appreciate it. Listen to however much you want to listen to it. Just subscribe, like, comment, share,
Tell a
tell
friend,
all your
you know what I'm
friends.
saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell them other people they don't like.
And
about
You
tell-
wanna buy?
what's going on.
Tell everybody to just subscribe. I don't care if y'all listen to it, honestly. Just subscribe to the podcast. Get a subscription to us. Let us hit that monetization button.
Yes, please.
You want to buy?
Please.
And if you're looking for hot commodity items such as Supreme or the newest dunks, please go see my mans to the left right here, Glen Irish Vintage and sneakers. And if you're looking for that real deal drip that you can't find nowhere else, just
Old
contact Navy
school.
Fine.
That old school drip.
Yeah, and if you need some knowledge about what sneakers you wearing, you need to hit my partner up, Boobie, right here, because he gonna let you know if you're stepping right or if you're not stepping right, if you're coming correct or incorrect.
It ain't even got to just be about sneakers. It is,
Like, yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate
Thanks, guys.
you being on.
Thanks for
we
having me.
appreciate it. Sneaker
Episode
Culture
5.
101, episode 5.
We
See
did
y'all
it.
next time.
Peace.
Peace.